Hello, this is Kate, and this is week 9 for the Grey team in the competitive league that I play in. I have back-to-back games tonight as I picked up a sub game, so I have to find a way to fit 3 games into this video. And just so it's not too long, I'll limit what shots I actually make comments on so I don't have to add extra footage to cover how long I talk. Up first, we have my own team's game versus Teal. And I've decided tonight to rock the Gigawatts Back to the Future jersey again. Honestly, this is just so brutal. I don't know what to say. I just flail after the puck, kick the net off, and then I don't even get the puck. I do like that the new skates are allowing me to get from post to post fairly easily. Well, I can get from post to post easily when I don't panic and bail and end up diving instead. At least after the first mishap, I have been quick to grab the rebounds here. These games were actually the day after the game where the net refused to move and I cracked my ribs on the post. As you can see, that's not going to be a problem tonight. And that's the end of the first period. Nice little save to start out the second. I remember being confused by this goal. It's just one of those goals where you feel like you have it and you're in the right spot to make the save and the puck just goes through you. Watching it back without the benefit of the slow-mo yet, I think that it just got in over my pad before I could bring my glove down. I am holding it a bit too high, which is a problem with this collection of games when I'm still holding my glove much too high instead of projecting it. I think that's all that happens here. I just bad glove position, and with a fast shot, I can't get my glove down to cover in time. I get the stick save here, but I'm definitely holding the stick at a bad angle because this one almost went off my stick and inside the post. I definitely got really lucky there. Playing too passively here with this puck. Fortunately, I'm able to get across the net fast enough to cover up for my mistake. And that's the end of the second period. Here I wrote down that I was a bit rattled about the way the puck sort of awkwardly bounced off me, and that was why I ended up panic sliding. Got just enough of that one. I like to see the little poke checks stopping people from bringing the puck out in front of the net. I am guilty of letting people go through my crease sometimes, so it's nice to see there are times when I don't let them through. You can see my shock in reaction to this goal. It's another one of those shots that I've gotten it with my stick, and it just continues on and ends up in the net anyways. It's a really frustrating thing because I'm obviously holding my stick at a bad angle that's allowing it to deflect and just continue on to the net. Definitely something that should not have happened on such a sharp angle shot. I'm also not square to the shot. I've got my shoulders up ice, which is also something I do from time to time. And this goal is a reason that you don't want to do that. Well, both these saves smell of desperation. I have extremely bad positioning on them, but I do manage to make the save twice with my blocker, so anything to keep the puck out, I guess. This glove save definitely felt nice though, even though I didn't manage to snag it. Definitely better positioning on these saves. This save felt amazing, and it was even windmill adjacent. Didn't manage to cradle it against my chest, but at least I caught it before it got to the ground. Still hugging the goal line, but no rebounds, so small victories. I also wrote down that I think that shot was tipped, but I'm in the way, so I can't actually verify that. And one final save to end game 1. Overall, I think I played fairly decently in this one. I had a fair number of shots, and I kept all but 2 of them out. I did have a bit of an issue with where I'm holding my stick. Definitely something that was on my mind that I needed to figure out and fix as soon as possible. Because of that, I did feel like I should have had at least one of these goals as a save instead. So that was a bit unfortunate. But overall, I think I was doing pretty decently in this one. As always, the final score for these games will be in the description. That said, moving on to game 2. It was a sub game from Maroon that happened directly after the first game. This is so bad, and I got so lucky here. If you're gonna come out after the puck, you gotta commit to it. This ref wanting me to flick the puck up to him. Oh, that was a lucky save in close. And that's the end of the first period. Did a great job on this breakaway, just holding my ground and forcing the shooter to do something. Getting better deflections with my stick in this game. Honestly, I just get absolutely sniped on this goal. Yes, I do drop my glove just as the shot starts to come in, but it's also a perfectly placed shot off the post and in the top corner. So there's not a lot I'm going to do about that. My comment on this next goal was, my legs don't bend that far, which is true. That said, on a pass out like that from behind the red line right to the slot, I need to be attacking forward. Like on an angle, you know, instead of attacking straight across a goal line, I'm never going to make it to the far post in time. So my attempted save needs to be projected out on an angle towards the top of the crease to try and cut off that shot to the far side. It's certainly a really difficult shot to deal with if they can hit the mark they're aiming for. And that's the end of the second period. And my apologies about the crooked camera for the last period. He asked me if I had a third game right after this one, and I said, thank God no. Almost, but no. I'm doing really well on this one, staying patient with the breakaways. And again, handling the breakaways really well. I'm very happy with that this game. Missed this one with my glove. I'm very lucky my pad was there. Well, you know, before you make cool helmet to post saves, you have to fail a bunch first. This goal is just really unfortunate and really unlucky for me. She just Hail Marys the puck towards the net and banks it in off my ear, basically. Always the danger of the RVH. And This team was a bit confused as to whether it would count or not, since we have whistles when the puck hits a goalie's helmet. But obviously that's if there is then a rebound. If it hits your helmet and goes in the net, you're still getting a whistle, so the goal still counts. Did a much better job on this sharp angle shot. And apparently I'm just running a clinic on breakaways tonight. They were quite a high percentage of my overall shots in this game. And that is the end of game 2. Even though I let in one more goal in this game than I did in the first one, I think I played a lot better overall. I didn't get to the end of this game and feel like, oh man, I should have had that one goal. Like, they were all very tough for me to deal with, and just situations where I'm probably going to get scored on most of the time anyways. Certainly leaving me with things to work on, but I still ended up feeling good about how I played in this game. As with the first one, score will be in the description, and then we will be moving on to the next game, which was played 2 days later. So game 3 of week 9 was with my own team versus Orange. We didn't have any pucks for the warm-up, so we had to improvise. Not gonna lie, I'm always a bit nervous when defenders do that to me. The default lacing on that pocket is never gonna let the puck stay in at that angle, especially when the glove doesn't close all the way. My glove works a lot better now, though, thankfully. So there is brightness in the future. That was just right place, right time for that save. I did not have enough time to process what was happening. This goal was partially me just being too slow and partially me making a misplay. If I have decided that I don't have time to slide and I need to dive, I need to get my stick parallel to the goal line to stop them from being able to tuck it in. What I end up doing just allows the puck to squeak in under the shaft of the stick, which obviously, since I'm not using my Curtis curve, it's not on the ice and it's not helping me very much. Good job here, staying on top of this shot and containing any rebounds. And that's the end of the first period. Had to juggle a little bit, but we got it. As often happens, my save's going directly to a new shooter, and for once, I got a little break. It was just bouncy enough. Here, I'd love to get the puck smothered here, obviously, but at least I'm not giving them anything to actually shoot at. Do-over. The dreaded stepping on the puck. And that's the end of the second period. This year isn't great, but honestly, the more everyone just collapsed in on me, the less I felt like I had an outlet to make a pass. So I just ended up having to dump it in the corner and deal with the outcome. A hilarious bounce here, but simple to deal with. Again, the failure to contain the puck leads to a bit of a messy scramble. But I did get a nice little blocker save in there and good clear to get the puck out of the crease at least. Really good job cutting off that pass to the top of the crease. This shot actually popped up, bounced off my face, and then I managed to catch it before it hit the ice again. And that is the end of the game. As always, the final score will be in the description. This one ended up being a bit of a chaotic one for me. Definitely could have done a lot better at containing rebounds and just playing a bit more calculated, a bit more calm. But otherwise, I think I did a good job. Can't complain too much when you keep a decent number of shots down to 1 goal. So, I was pretty happy with that. And with that, that will be the end of week 9. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.